This episode of The Modern Rogue is brought to you by Squarespace.
Head on over to squarespace.com/rogue. Sign up for a free trial, and when you do sign up,
10% off your first purchase. Free trial.
I mean,
What he was.
we have different dialects. We're from different parts of Texas.
Yeah.
Great save.
So cool. So cool. What is it?
All right, we're back with Josh Nass, our resident radio expert.
Ham radio crash course,
Thank
his
you,
YouTube
thank you,
channel.
thank
Get that
you.
plug in right at the beginning.
Appreciate it.
What is this?
Yeah, dude.
This is a directional antenna, more affectionately known as a yagi-uda antenna.
A yagi-uda.
Uda, named after the two individuals who invented/discovered its capabilities.
Now, when you say directional antenna, I immediately have the silly question, for transmitting or receiving? Or is the
Yes.
answer, I knew that was gonna be the answer. It's always the answer.
So the goal with a directional antenna is to focus where we listen for RF or where we're transmitting RF to.
Hey, Jason, pop quiz. What direction do you think this magic antenna is directing?
Well, you gotta.
It's not a crossbow.
You probably line. Am I close?
You're right on board, yeah.
Yeah. and
Wait,
you-
for reals?
Yeah, totally.
Wait, what?
100%. Yeah, you got it right away.
No.
Yes, yeah.
Like seriously, like a gun?
Yeah.
I totally thought, I would have thought for sure it would have been like a giant wide net that
No.
you'd be catching
Yeah.
all the signals
I
or
thought it would
something.
be
Well,
more like.
that is a thing too, but in this case, no. So what's happening, this is actually kind of interesting. If you remember when I was first on here, we mentioned a dipole antenna.
Yes.
Right, dipole antenna. This is a dipole in the middle. This is the positive side, and this is the negative side of like your coax cable.
Got it.
Oh.
These two elements, the back and the front, are parasitic elements.
So they're designed to take away signals that aren't gonna be what this one's doing.
Reflect and focus is a better word to
To
use.
clear the dance
So
floor.
look at the lengths of the elements. The middle one, it's the middle length.
Oh, they are
The back
different.
one is a bit longer. This is called the reflector. So as the RF pushes around in all directions, it hits the reflector, bounces forward. And then this front element, which is the shortest of them all, is called the director. And it pushes further and focuses the RF. The only thing that's active, quote unquote active in this antenna is the driven element, as it's called.
Okay.
It's the only thing that's connected to the radio. So if I wanted to make this even more aggressively focusing RF, I would just keep adding directors, decreasing their lengths as I go, and I would more focus that RF until we got more like a flashlight. So right now,
Yeah.
this is more like a floodlight. And if
Okay.
I start twisting the bezel, that's just adding more elements
But if-
and squeezing the RF in.
If you get more elements, that's like having a longer barrel, I guess.
Sure.
And it more directionally focuses.
Yeah, it actually will decrease that size, the
Yeah.
aperture, if you will, of the RF.
And thus, your sensitivity is way more. If you move just a
Correct.
little bit, you're gonna lose the
Yes.
signal.
I'm just gonna assume that this professional grade equipment actually does the thing that you're claiming it's
Yeah.
going to do, but I'm much more interested to find out how we can build one of these on our own and how close we can get to whatever it is this does.
You know, we often say hams are cheap people, and we like to build things like this on the cheap, and you can absolutely build this with very inexpensive parts.
How much is a professional one of these?
They run anywhere from $150 to $250, depending on how you have it outfitted.
Okay, and how cheap can we get?
Well, you got some PVC pipe and a measuring tape lying around?
Yes, I do, and yes, I do.
So there you go. We would replace what's called the boom, the centerpiece, with the PVC pipe,
Okay.
cut to the appropriate length, and then we would use a measuring tape as the elements.
Like they're the elements themselves?
That's right, yep.
Wow, okay.
All right, so I'm holding 3/4 inch pipe. That's
Yes.
very long.
Very long. We're gonna cut that down into
Oh, okay.
specific lengths because we need the sections that the elements connect to the boom must be specific to get the effect we need.
Okay.
Further, we've got the appropriate couplers, 2 cross sections, and a T, and I've got some old measuring tape spool that I recovered from a Harbor Freight measuring tape.
That's metal, and
Yeah.
it does the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's resonant as an antenna, right? It's made of the right material. We could use aluminum, but in this case, this is like spring steel.
Okay, but total cost so far is what?
I don't know, $10.
10.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Yeah. No, that's affordable.
The couplers got them down the street. They're $5.
Dude,
and
that's awesome.
I mean, the
tools are worth more.
probably
Yeah.
more expensive.
For sure, for sure. So we have specific links that we need to cut the PVC to, as we mentioned, but we also have very specific links we have to have for the measuring tape, otherwise it would be effective on the wrong frequencies.
Oh,
So if it's
okay.
too long, that's gonna be a much lower frequency, and if they're too short, it's gonna be a much higher frequency.
Okay, so in this case, what frequency are we hoping to hit,
Good
and
question.
what are the magical numbers?
So we're looking to have this resonant, so it's the capability for RF to be transmitted from it, on the 2-meter band, which is roughly, call it 144 to 148 megahertz.
Is that a lot of megahertz?
That's a mega. It's not Cullah.
It's not kilohertz.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
So this would be what, FM-ish, or?
Yes, exactly. 2 meters would be something that I would run on this radio, which does 2 meters and 70 centimeters. This is only a 5-watt radio, which is not a lot. But if we put behind it gain, which is focusing RF in one direction, it's like we've added an amplifier in one specific area.
Okay, let's build. Let's build.
The first bit of PVC cut is going to be 12 1/2 inches.
So 12.5 inches is where?
Right on that first number 1 right there.
Wait, how, is this supposed to be easy?
It's not the ratcheting type, I noticed.
Who got this?
I mean, look at those muscles straining, mighty.
All right.
Well, I know where our budget didn't go to.
Push-ups.
Yeah.
We need one more that is 8 inches.
Wait,
Okay.
so not another of the same one?
So 12.5.
No, we keep that. So that's like we're building
got it, got it,
we're
got it,
building
got it.
the
Okay,
building.
okay,
So now
okay.
we need an 8-inch, and we can fine tune this. If you cut
do
it
you
a
think?
little long, it's not going to be a problem. 8.5 inch, call it.
Oh, okay. So we can get a little.
Yeah, there's a little fudge factor.
All right, there you
here.
go. I'm set.
Body weight powers activate. You got it. You got it.
There it
Look
is.
at that.
Nailed it.
All right, so that's the 2 pieces that go in between these couplers. So the long one is in the front, and the front is, so this is the front, that one needs to go there.
The right there?
Yes.
Got it.
And then that's the back end. This is the back piece.
Okay.
And then we need a handle that sticks out of the back.
All right, so how long?
Well, handle length.
Oh, okay.
At this point, it's non-scientific.
Oh, okay. That's our expert.
Yeah, there. There you go. Now you got it.
There we go.
Okay, we can put the PVC away now.
So what, this gets attached to here? Mm-hmm. And then what, this is the handle?
There's the handle.
That's it.
Oh,
you
we
can
did
see-
it! We did the thing!
Radio.
Radio, yeah. Except no metal parts yet.
Oh, okay.
So now we're gonna cut this to the right length to start adding the elements. This is under a lot of spring tension when you open up a measuring tape. I've already taken a lot of the tension out. I'm specifically talking about when you are recovering out of
okay.
one of these.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It goes flying
Yeah,
crazy
it's
all
a
over the
lot.
place.
So just try and maintain
Just try to
the
keep
correct
it
tension.
cool.
Otherwise, it's just gonna
Okay,
fly.
and
fine.
is this going inside or on
No,
the
they're gonna
sides?
go
or- Okay.
Okay, so
And we're gonna just zip tie them on.
Oh, easy.
All right, so the director, which is the front portion here, right?
Yes.
That is gonna be 35 1/8 inches.
Okay.
And it's actually gonna be flipped the other way. We're gonna use the roundness of the coupler to hold it.
Okay.
But measure it out however you want.
So can we use this?
I wouldn't, because that may damage that for PVC in the future. We generally use tin snips or shears.
So I'm getting the sense that it really does matter that we be very precise here.
It matters, and I'll mention this for all antennas if you're gonna build future antennas. You don't wanna cut too much. You can be too long, but adding more material becomes very difficult to do. So we like to walk it in, if
okay.
you will.
Yeah.
Those should cut a penny. Those shears.
These?
Yeah, if you're strong enough
They're
to cut 'em.
they're bandage shears.
Yeah, there you go.
There we
Perfect.
go.
Perfect.
Okay, next piece. 41 3/8 inch.
I'm gonna just trim this so it goes on this line,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah. Another good point to mention is that one of these tape measures can yield many of these antennas.
Why don't these line up? Seems like they should line up.
That's
I'm
that's
not
half.
counting.
3/8 is just one medium-sized one short of halfway.
Right?
Nope.
Nope. To the
It's,
Right there?
It's this one.
Yeah.
That one.
No,
Yeah.
not the big one.
Oh, the one next to it? Sorry.
No,
Don't you think-
that's the big one. You did the big one.
You did the big one.
Okay.
Not the big one.
That one.
Nope.
No, the other way.
Other direction.
This one. Right.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much right.
that's
Jason,
fine.
Jason pretty much
And if you
got
cut it a little bit long again, we'll walk it in. It's okay.
it. Okay.
My dad always told me, measure with 3 people, cut once.
Right.
That's the saying, right?
My dad said you could make a baby in 1 month by impregnating 9 women.
Now, these are sharp now on the ends. You may want to take and radius it a bit, radius the cut so that you're not like gonna stab
Slicing.
yourself.
Yeah.
Because this is not.
That's always
not
the
good.
fun part about these little retractable
Yeah.
razor blades.
Right.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay, the last 2, these make up the 2 sides
Oh,
of the
yeah.
coax. It's the dipole, 17 3/4 inches.
Okay.
2 cuts. I can do that while you unravel them.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, they don't line up. It doesn't bothers me that they don't line up.
Yeah, you gotta hold it up for the last tick. It doesn't start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Got it.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's
so-
a good pair of scissors. You stick with those. And then another one, just like that.
Wait, another one?
Another 17 and 3/4?
So now this is the 2 sides of the driven element, the part that connects to the radio.
Okay.
So it's the coax positive negative.
So if we're gonna do another of the exact
you go.
same,
Yeah.
we could just. Ooh. Oh.
We're going to assemble the driven elements first
Yeah.
because what's going to happen, and I did bring coax to make this work for us, we've got to solder these 2 ends to these 2 leads.
Okay.
So we do need to like scuff this up or just take a knife and just scrape the paint off so that we can make a good solder connection.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you back.
There you go. Might want to heat up the soldering iron while we do that. Is that working? Oh,
Yeah.
just the bottom, just the
Oh,
side.
just
yeah.
the one side?
Yeah, because we're gonna solder the bottom.
Is that like an anodized coating or something on the,
Paint.
yeah, oh, okay. Right.
Perfect. We can work with that.
All right.
All right. So there's a couple ways to do this. We can just take a zip tie and kind of like pin it into place, right? And then we'll hit it
we're
with
not
the
even
solder.
going on the inside.
Nope.
Oh.
Yep, just like that. And then we're gonna take my little coax piece, and you see the positive and negative leads?
Yeah.
We're gonna solder it on. That's it.
All right, let's
And then
take-
once this
Oh.
is done, then it's the easy time. Then we just do the front and back. and we're
Oh
done.
my gosh.
That's it.
I almost said something terribly dangerous just now.
Careful.
I do watch the channel, so I should be careful with how easy I say something is.
Yeah. And then, disaster.
And then make sure you give enough space so we can do a good solder.
Yeah. Okay, so if I do
And
that,
as tight as you can, though. That's gonna be real tight.
and then we can always add more tape, right?
Yes.
Oh.
That's good. Now I just got to get it into place. Now, if you want to do this for a more permanent solution, you use like a hose clamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So solder time. Let's just take solder. You guys solder a lot, right?
No.
All the time?
You can
All right.
see
So-
he can't hand it to me fast enough.
Yeah.
There is a one little piece of secret sauce that I did bring with me. It's called a hairpin match. It's a little piece of wire that helps with the matching on the transmit side when you're transmitting with this antenna.
It's gonna connect the two
It's
sides.
going to connect the 2 sides.
Oh, okay.
So we got it, not yet. We'll probably need your third hand in here to add the braid, and we're gonna get them all in one shot.
This seems to me like it's the most important part of the entire build. Like getting this right.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
I don't know.
I think it's good.
Oh, okay.
We'll test it shortly anyway.
Yeah, that's on there tight.
Yeah.
It's on there tight.
So next one, we're gonna do it just like that. Well, zip tie.
You said tight.
Yeah, it helps. And then just kind of zhuzh it back into place.
There you go.
Because you've got an anchor point now, this one's gonna be a little bit more resistant to your soldering, so just keep that in mind.
Nobody resists my soldering.
I'm just gonna put a little twist on that, so they're kind of together. Now, if you want, what helps is to take the chisel tip, you're kind of coming at it horizontally, come right over the top of it.
Oh, really?
Now, get it right over the metal, yeah, and then it'll start feeding in solder.
Yeah.
See, you're gonna get a lot more efficient transfer of heat that way.
Because there's less surface area?
Well, no, you've actually added a little bit more with that chisel tip, and that's where the heat is collecting. Oh, now you're getting hot. You're probably good.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're molten.
Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah, so
It
hot.
was so hot.
Those soldering irons get very hot.
Yeah. the curvature is slightly off between the two of these. Is that a big deal or no?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's mainly the length.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the back end. So that's where the long portion of the antenna is going to be, which goes to the back. This guy goes to the front. Try to make it
Same
centered.
game? Same game?
No, zip tie and you're done. You can unplug the iron.
Oh, you can just zip tie them.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, because this is the only one that's attaching to the antenna. Everything else is just, these are the bouncers
Yeah.
that
That's
are
right.
protecting the VIP.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, unplug the iron for safety.
What show
What
is this?
show do you think you're
Josh? Nobody's even gotten hurt yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it that way. Where's our
Okay,
pen?
so here's in half.
Oh, right here.
14
Working on the
half.
box.
That 14
Well, you're
half.
not going to see it because it's got to be flipped over.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I did see it, and it is flipped over.
So these elements are flimsier than the other.
Yes.
So weather probably comes into play if you go out and try to utilize this homebrewed one on a windy day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The advantage of this, though, is it's foldable and packable.
And cheap.
And cheap.
You can make 12 of them for the cost.
Now, you are going to get a little bit of deviation when you add the pressure that you've done with the zip ties, but
Yeah, do I
not
want
that
to
big
do
a
I
deal.
want to cut that because to align
No, you
them?
don't want to cut it. It needs to be all electrically one piece.
Oh, okay.
That's a good
In
point.
this build, for this build.
Yeah. Okay. So. And then we do what? Same thing up here.
Same thing, yeah.
Okay. So here, you tell me where's the middle.
People get fairly advanced with this.
131?
They start adding their 3D
131.
printing capabilities to
131?
build offsets and all kinds of fun stuff. Like they make little offsets so that you get like a perfect level place to slide the elements through. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you can customize this to your heart's content.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are probably some pretty elaborate homebrewed ones as
Sure.
well.
And you know they'll just add more sections of boom and
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep adding elements. They'll again we built this for 2 meters for VHF, but you can make one for UHF, which the elements would be very short. You can make a big one for 6 meters or 10 meters, but it'd be huge. Done.
This
What?
is it. We did
This
the
is it.
thing.
This is it.
I do feel like we should duct
So
tape this
you-
so
yeah,
that it
throw
doesn't
another zip-
break.
throw a
or
zip tie
anything.
around there.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
you got more
There we
zip
go.
ties.
There we go.
Use more zip ties. There is another way of doing this where you actually pop
Here,
a hole in the boom.
You go put one in there.
Pop a hole in the boom and then feed the coax up through the hole. But
Got it.
eh.
But
You have seen the show.
Yeah, hold on. Before you do that, why don't we bring the coax around on top? Having this ride directly next to the metal where the coax shielding is kind of, you want them separated a little bit,
Oh, okay, that way. I got
like that. There you go.
the way that's
Now go ahead and pop it.
Well, I'll be gall darned if we didn't make a Yoda antenna.
Yagi-uda.
Yoda antenna.
That's like the
I was like, what the hell is he
that's a
talking about?
truncation is what we call that.
Yagi-uda.
So if we connect it to this radio here,
Oh. Let's go outside. Thank you. Whoa.
so that's actually somebody talking on ham radio right now.
You know, we know our relatives are.
Oh,
Dude,
and
look
then-
at this.
Yes, look at the screen. So look at the signal,
Come here.
and
Look.
then move around. Move
So-
it away.
oh, okay.
Did we lose him?
I think he stopped talking.
Yeah.
The last word I heard was psilocybin, which I thought was pretty cool.
I grew up in the farming area, country area, western New York. That's how it was when somebody passed there.
So right now, I'm not hearing him at all. This is an omnidirectional antenna.
Huh.
Very low gain, though.
CQ on 2 meter simplex, Kilo India 6, November Alpha Zulu.
We're gonna overhear. It's like, yeah, we got the secret psilocybin grow operation over there with them YouTube weirdos. They don't know about it yet.
I'll walk that way since you guys are already set up.
Okay,
And-
yeah. So we'll try to hear you.
Yeah, and specifically what you're looking for, this bar, this swim lane,
Yep.
see how it goes up to 9?
Yep.
We want to see it dip down. So I'm
Got
going to
it.
go way out that way,
Okay.
and then you'll get a baseline aimed at me.
Got it.
And then turn it 90 degrees off and see up the signal.
Rather like the hill country out.
Yes. So
They're over there, whatever
yes.
it is.
So if you point that at me and it dips,
Yep.
so these are aligned to receive directly on the broadside. If you point them so that the spiky bits are facing that way,
Yeah.
it's not as good of a receiver. That's the directionality of it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Huh.
Boy, I couldn't have picked it better. I'm glad I paid those guys to get on the radio.
Yeah,
Talk about
dude.
the
Cultural difference
psilocybin.
there.
That's amazing. Sir, will you sign a video release?
Like and subscribe.
Hold on.
Did I hear someone out there on 5.2 W5NDS with the K5PK?
So that's the other person they're hearing.
This is Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu. I just heard you guys out on Simplex. How's it going?
Well, there's the Jersey.
No. They're talking about accents.
They're doing a better example than you were.
Well, they're further away, so that helps.
Wow.
Western New York.
Yes. Well, with me being close, it's gonna pick up a ton of signal.
It's just off and on.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. We did it.
Yeah.
We made the
yagi-uda directional antenna.
Oh my gosh, quick, do the promo, do your plugs right now while
Yeah, where can we find more of your cool stuff,
Ham
Josh?
Radio Crash Course on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Check me out.
Yeah, and if you want grow tips, I guess listen to these dudes from New York. That is awesome.
Oh, they know we're listening now.
Oh.
No,
You ever look directly in the sun?
Yeah, all the time. I use it to center myself.
I bet you use a service other than Squarespace to blog about this.
I'm very visually impaired, so unrelated.
Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that allows you to share your blog, portfolio, or any kind of story to the entire world.
There are no updates, no patches, no flubajuice. They don't make you do anything extra. You don't have to know any coding. You don't have to know anything.
I once walked on the moon. I'm not real good with the webs, though.
Yeah?
Ever since my pager died. So I trusted a fast, easy, reliable way with award-winning designs for me to get my message out. And then you want to blog about it. You want to share your message to the entire world.
How did you do
I
that?
used Squarespace. I went to squarespace.com/rogue. I signed up for a free trial. I looked at their award-winning templates, member sections, and I decided this is how I want my message to get out. And I wasn't worried about becoming an overnight sensation. Sensational.
It sounds like you had a good experience and you were able to convey that experience to the world using Squarespace.
Yeah, because of their distributed hosting, I wasn't worried about suddenly becoming the world's most popular website or nothing.
Best of class customer service available 24/7.
That's what I offer. I'm told they do the same.
Really? So go to squarespace.com/rogue, get 10% off your first purchase and a free trial. If you went to the moon, blog about it. Post something up there. The sky's the limit. Not even that anymore, apparently.
Yeah.
According to T-Techie Texas.
Yeah, just look at the sun.
Don't look at the sun.
Offer and link in the description below.
So, theoretically, if we wanted to build this device, hook it up to the radio, go to, say, I don't know, Jack in the Box, and hijack the radio there. We're in the parking lot and demonic voices are coming through the speaker of the drive-thru. We could use this device for that.
Good question. This radio doesn't operate on Jack-in-the-Box frequencies. But if you were so inclined to have a transmitter that would, yes.
We'll talk later.
Let's
It's
not
cool.
do that.
Okay.
We're not condoning that.
Yeah, no. We wouldn't. That's illegal.